Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I want to talk a little bit about boat pose. So boat pose is a very good way to activate your abs and to strengthen those muscles. Many people cannot get into a full boat pose, so I want to give you a few options that you can do while you're building up your strength, and that way you can still work on activating some of those abdominal muscles. So boat pose is usually you're coming into it from a sit position, or you could, just like every other pose in yoga, there's many ways that you can get into boat pose. But boat pose generally is from a sit position. So boat pose. A few things that I would like you to think about in boat pose is trying to keep your collarbone, trying to keep your chest open. So you still want to have that neutral spine, but you're trying to avoid collapsing in. And that happens a lot when you're trying to go to the next expression with your legs. There's a tendency to cave your spine and kind of curl in. And I'd like you to think about opening up. So boat pose, you could have your feet on the floor. You can activate your neutral spine and just lean back a little bit to activate those abdominal muscles a little bit. Because when we're here, we're not really working our muscles. There's no activation, you're just kind of hanging. So think of lengthening the spine, activating the abdominal muscles. So this little lean back, it's totally up to you. Where do you feel that activation? And then the feet, you literally want to try to draw them in towards your glutes. They're not actually moving. So think dragging in. Think that type of activation. I'm trying to drag my feet towards my bum, and in the same time, think of trying to move your bum towards your feet, but you're not actually moving at all. So that's going to activate a few things. Now, this might be a little bit too difficult for you. So if you find that even this is too difficult, you can lightly have your hands or fingertips back here. But again, avoiding hanging or slouching or collapsing. This isn't exactly going to do much for activating your muscles. You're just kind of hanging here. So if you're using the fingertips or hands behind you, just a little bit here, very light. So I'm drawing the feet in, I'm activating some muscles. This could be your boat pose. Have your neck nice and neutral, not too much in, not too much out. So right away, this could be one version of your boat pose, yes? So you could continue breathing here, again, trying to make your breath nice and smooth. You might hold it for 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and then, okay, I need a break. And then relax those feet, relax those hips, relax those muscles that you just activated. So whichever way you want to kind of release that tension or take the tension off of the muscles, you take a breather. So that could be one version. So once you're ready to come back into it, here we are again. I've got my feet on the floor. And then I might even start to kind of think, well, one day I'd like to lift those feet up off the floor, right? So I'm going to help with my hands first. And I'm going to take my fingers kind of behind my knees here, and I'm going to lean back maybe a little bit more so that I can lift those feet. Even here, a few inches off the floor. There's my activation again. And then maybe from here, maybe I'm feeling pretty strong, I'm feeling pretty good. Maybe I can let go of those knees and just have my hands free. Once again, breathing. And then when you had enough, you can just kind of relax those muscles that you just used. So releasing the tension. And you take a breath or two. And then you might think, well, that's a little bit too easy for me. Maybe I can kind of come back into this business. My feet are off the floor. I'm activating my abdominals, neutral spine. My hands are free. Well, maybe I can lift those feet a little bit more. And then maybe I have to do that with my fingertips first, and then maybe release. Or you might think, okay, I'm going to come halfway. So the idea is not to kind of hang on for dear life with your hands. The idea is to activate your abdominal muscles, and one day extending these legs and straightening out the knees so that your feet are up towards the sky. But the idea here is activate some muscles, breathe, and then release. Yes? So boat pose. It's a really quick and I'm not going to say easy because it's not so much easy, but it's uncomplicated. It's a pose that you can use to activate those ab muscles. It will activate some muscles in your back as well. You'll probably find that some of your quad muscles get activated too. So it's a good pose to use to get some muscle activation. So if you think that you would like to start adding that into your practice, feel free to find a modification that's suitable for you and that you can still do a boat pose, but maybe not the full version with the extended legs. So that's it for today's video, just a short little one, just to talk about boat pose. And we will talk to you soon. Bye for now. Please subscribe, like the video, and share the link with your friends. All of these things will help the channel grow.